Y'all know what it is, YouTube. It's your boy Tank Be Chopping, and I'm coming at y'all with another YouTube video. Today's video, we actually gonna be doing a trimmer review, and I'm gonna be reviewing the new Gamma Evos. Let's get it. Alright guys, check it out. Check it out, check it out, check it out. This is the trimmer. Man, I'm gonna get up on the camera with this one. Yeah. This is that new trimmer from Gamma. It is the Gamma Evo. If you want to purchase, before we even start this video, if y'all trying to purchase this trimmer or even the Stylecraft version of this trimmer, you can go to their website. I'll put the link down in my description, and you can use my discount code TANK10 and you'll get a small discount on this trimmer. But let's go ahead and get into this video, guys. Alright, so check it out. So this is the Gamma Evo, right? I've had this trimmer for about a month already, give or take, you know, maybe a week less or a week more. I don't know, but I did do an unboxing and an initial review on this trimmer. So if you haven't watched that, make sure to go. Matter of fact, I'm gonna leave that link in my description also, so y'all can click on that video and y'all can watch that. And yeah, y'all can get y'all can get an idea of what I thought of this clipper when I first unboxed it. Now, if y'all seen that video, or if y'all didn't see the video, go watch it real quick, because I want y'all to watch it. But this trimmer actually came with another blade on it. It actually had the same steel blade that the absolute hitters come with. The only difference was it came with a ceramic blade on it, and I wasn't a big fan of ceramic blades. That's just me personally. I've never liked ceramic blades. I know they're supposed to be cooler and whatnot, but I'm just not a big fan of the ceramic blade. And the way I saw it was, I already had two trimmers with that actual steel blade on it, you know, not the cutting blade, but the top blade. I have two trimmers, I have two absolute hitters, and they have that blade, so I'm like, why do I want another trimmer with the same blade? So I swapped it out for this one, and I've been using it like this ever since. Now, before we even get into the way it performs, I want to talk about how, you know, the charging time, the battery life, all that. So, like most Gamma products, this trimmer actually came with a stand, so that's a plus from the jump. You know, I always say how good stands are. It's real easy to put that trimmer down on there. When you're not cutting, when you're not using it, you can put this trimmer on that stand and it'll charge. So I can't actually tell y'all how long this trimmer lasts without uncharging, because 9 times out of 10, if I'm not using it, I put it on the stand. So if you're gonna be mad at me because I don't know, it's all good, I'm not even tripping. Like, that's just what I do. It just became a habit. When I'm not using this trimmer, I put it on the charge stand. So that being said, I don't know the exact runtime on it, but from what I have heard and what I've seen, I think this trimmer lasts about 4 hours, give or take. But since you don't use this trimmer, you don't have it consistently on the whole day, I'm pretty sure you can get through a whole day or probably even 2 days without even having to charge it, especially if you just use it for lining. Now, if you use it for balding, it might die a little quicker on you, but if you use it specifically just for lining, it'll last. Now, other than that, let's talk about the body shape of it. Now, when I first got it, I liked it because it was bigger than the absolute hitters. I have the absolute hitters, and don't get me wrong, like, they hit, they're a good trimmer, but I personally don't like how small they are. So let's go ahead and grab an absolute hitter so y'all can see the difference. So this is the absolute hitter, and this is the Evo. As y'all can see, it's a different trimmer. The size is different. So no, like I said, don't get me wrong, guys. This is a good trimmer. It's just a little small for my liking. Now, I still use it a lot, but that's why I really like this trimmer, because it's a little bigger, it's heavier, so I like heavier trimmers, and I like the way I can just move with it. So when I took the other blade off and I put this blade on, I did notice that this blade is really good for balding. Like, I don't know if that's what they intended to do or didn't intend to do, or if it's just something that happened when they designed it. But off the bat, this trimmer, like this blade right here, it's good for balding. I've had people message me before about the absolute hitters, how that blade doesn't glide as easy, or they bought this trimmer and they had the original blade on it and they were complaining how it wasn't as smooth as some of their other trimmers. But if you put this blade on here, when it comes to balding, it works really good. And if y'all watched any of my videos, y'all know every time I bald someone out, I use my trimmers. I don't have a balding clipper. You know, I just like to use my trimmers for that, and that's just what I do. So the fact that this balds very well, that's obviously a plus. I like the fact that this trimmer is not loud. It's probably one of the quietest trimmers I've ever had. It feels really powerful. When you turn it on, you can just feel the power. Just check, y'all check it out. Look. Y'all can't feel it, but it's a good trimmer. Like, it's powerful, it's quiet, and that's one not necessarily a complaint, but that's one con that I felt Gamma and Stylecraft had with the absolute hitter, it just didn't feel like a premium trimmer. It didn't feel like it was gonna, debulk very good. Now it does, but it just didn't give me that feel. Like, for instance, if y'all have had the Babyliss trimmers, man, they just feel real nice in your hand. They feel strong, they work well, and I would like to compare this trimmer to that. Now, I'm not saying one is better than the other, but as of right now, this is the one I use most of the time for balding and lining up. I don't know which one's better, which one's not, which one cuts better, which one balds better. I haven't put them to the test like that. This one and the Babyliss trimmer are like toe to toe on it, you know what I'm saying? Like, I've been using this one to line up the edge up, do the beards and everything, and it hits, man. Like, when I changed the blade and I put this blade on it, I like the way it worked, especially with balding and lining up. Like, for me, this blade is better than the other blade, like I said, because this one balds really well and it lines up really well. Like, people ask me, they message me on Instagram, they've asked me on the YouTube video, like, how does it work with lining up? Does it hit? Is it a hitter? And honestly, I would say it is. It lines up really well. One thing that I can say about this trimmer is that I don't know if y'all had this experience with other trimmers, but sometimes when I'm doing the C-cup, and I like to just glide the trimmer like so, I put it on the head and I glide it that way to do the C-cup. With some trimmers, I can't do that. It tends to snag. It just doesn't glide as smoothly. But with this trimmer, man, it goes. Like, it cuts perfect, one swipe and boom, the hair's gone, and I just take it off and it works really good. As far as debulking, I have debulked the sides, and when I say like debulk, I'm talking about they had like a little afro type thing going, and it worked. Like, I came up with it didn't clog up. I put the line in it this way and cut hair, it didn't clog up. Now, I'm not gonna say it doesn't clog up, because there is certain textured hair that sometimes it clogs up. For instance, I had cut someone with thick, straight hair and it just like puffed out. For the people that cut hair, y'all may know what I'm talking about. When someone has straight hair but it just puffs out kind of like a fro, that when I was cutting that hair with this, it happened to clog up. So all I had to do was debulk it with my clippers. I cut it down to a 4, and then I used this and it worked really well. And as y'all know, most of the Gamma and Stylecraft products, you can charge them with a micro USB, and this is no different. It has the connection right here. You just plug it in. Everyone's got a micro USB, so that's clutch from Gamma. Once again, coming in clutch, guys. They know what it is. They know how to make sure we stay charged up with everything. If I had to rate this trimmer on a scale of 1 to 10, I'd honestly rate it probably an 8 or a 9. And the only reason why I rate it that way is I've had an issue with this blade. And the only issue is that it tends to heat up when you use it a lot. Like, when I was using it one time, my clients didn't say anything. They didn't say it was hot. I always ask my clients a lot, like, hey, how does this trimmer feel? Does it feel good? And they all say it feels like air when I'm cutting. They're like, man, that trimmer is really smooth. And the fact that my clients can tell it's a good trimmer, that says a lot about this trimmer, right? But like I was saying, I would have to rate it an 8 or a 9 because this blade has gotten hot. Now, I'm not saying it was super hot to where it was burning everybody, but what I tend to do sometimes is when I'm cutting with it or debulking, I tend to go like that and go like that just to wipe off the hair. I know I should use a brush, right? But I just tend to do that sometimes. And what happened was, one time I did it and I felt that it was a little warm. Now, it wasn't enough to burn anybody, but it did feel a little warmer than any other trimmers have ever gotten. So that would probably be my only complaint about this trimmer, is that this blade, with this cutting blade, happened to do that. Now, I don't know about the other blade that it comes with, and I don't know if it happens like that if I'd have the ceramic blade on there, but with this combination of blades on there, the blade did happen to get a little hot. But other than that, man, it worked perfectly good. And another good thing about this trimmer, guys, it comes with 3 options for the blades. Like, you can switch the blade in. If you don't like this blade, you can put the other blade that's on there. You can put the different cutting blades. So you have options with this trimmer. Y'all know Gamma and Stylecraft is always coming out with options, so you can customize your trimmer the way you want it. And not the fact that it has different blades. Like I said, that's a plus from the jump. But y'all know that they be coming out with these extra lids for these trimmers and these clippers. So the fact that this comes with 2 extra lids, that's a plus from the jump. I think that's a real good selling point on what Stylecraft and Gamma have. It just sets them apart from these other clipper companies. No other clipper companies is gonna give you 2 or 3 other lids in the box and then offer different lids to sell. You can buy them online, you can buy them on the website. So that's obviously something different, and that's a good thing. Would I recommend this trimmer? I definitely would. Like I said earlier in this video, guys, I would compare this one to the Babyliss FX. This one and that one have to be like my top 2 trimmers that I've been using the past couple couple weeks. The majority of this one, the only time I'm not using this one is when it starts to die. And another good thing about this trimmer, guys, is when it does start to die, this little light right here starts to blink. So once it starts blinking, I just put it on the charger, and you know, you just put it on the charger and it'll charge up in a couple hours and it's ready to go. But like I was saying, this trimmer and the Babyliss FX have to be like my top 2 trimmers as of right now. Now, if I'd have to choose one right now, which one would I use more? It'd be this one, and that may be because I'm somewhat of a hype beast and I'm kind of bougie, you know what I'm saying? I'm extra, like I like the newest tools. I like to make sure my stuff looks nice. So that's probably one reason why I use this one more, is because it's newer. It's a new toy to me. It looks a little different than the other ones. So that's probably one reason why I use it. Or it could be because I probably actually like this trimmer a little more than the other ones. I don't know. I just know I grab it and I get to cutting with it, and it works. And it makes sure that my lineups come out crispy. It makes sure that the balding on it is top notch. When I'm shaving the neck or everything, it doesn't catch, it doesn't snag. It works really good. So I would say this trimmer is something you need in your arsenal as a barber. It's probably my go-to right now. So if y'all want to check it out, guys, remember y'all can go to the Stylecraft website or the Gamma website and y'all can purchase this trimmer. Use my code TANK10, you get you a small discount. Other than that, guys, that's really all I gotta say about this trimmer. I think it's a go. It's a must buy for me. I think y'all should get it also. That's just my opinion. You might not want it, you might not like it, but I think it's a go. But I appreciate y'all for watching, guys. One thing I want to say also is I really appreciate y'all watching and listening to what I say and valuing, and y'all value my opinion. Like, I really appreciate that, and I just think, man, it's pretty dope that I have these people who ask me all these questions about the clippers and trimmers, and I'm coming at y'all with an honest review. You know, I try to be, you know, real and straight up with all my reviews. When y'all ask me questions in the comments, I try to be as real as possible. When y'all message me on Instagram, I try to be as real as possible, and I just want to continue to do that for y'all. But yeah, that's pretty much it for this video, guys. If you have any recommendations on any of the clippers or trimmers I should try, y'all leave them down in the comments below. I'll make sure to read all my comments. I'll get back to y'all if you have any questions about this trimmer. If you found this video valuable, make sure to smash that like button. Also, guys, if you're new to my channel and you haven't done so yet, make sure to subscribe one time for your boy. Other than that, YouTube, I appreciate y'all, and I'm out of here. Let's go.